What's going on, guys? G2R here. And for today's topic, we have, are you a beta cuck? Are you? Let's get to it, guys. First and foremost, what is a beta cuck? All right, well, beta, usually people say that when they're trying to compare alpha males versus beta males, right? Alpha males are the so-called leaders, and betas are those who follow the alphas, look up to the alphas, and overall, deep down, want to be alphas one day. Or sometimes they don't, And that seems to be the case with the beta cuck. I've had a lot of experiences with beta cucks, a lot of people that I grew up with. When you're younger, you don't really see it, but as you start to grow and you get some perspective and some insight into how the world works, you start to see things for how they really are. And I recently came across a blatant example of a beta cuck, and man, it just stirred me up, man, because like I always say, right, I speak to men in general, but to the so-called Hispanic and Latino men in particular. Why? Why do I do this? Because I feel we don't have a voice out here, Usually, whenever somebody's speaking through the media or even on the internet, for one, it's a woman. And if it's not, it's one of those flower boys, it's a homosexual most of the time. And I just want to give a straight, heterosexual male perspective on how my people should act, because I am so-called Hispanic and Latino. My parents come from South America, and I made this channel because I want to be a voice for those people, and I want to give, my people some direction. My young men out there, I want to give them lessons that perhaps they haven't learned, whether it be because they just don't have a man in the house, or they have a dad, but they don't have a father. And I'll be linking a video in my description, and as well as a notification to that other video if you want to check it out. The differences between being a dad and being a father, very crucial, very crucial. But yeah, guys, just want to talk on that. So the beta cuck. First and foremost, you can distinguish this guy. I'm not even going to say a man. It's this guy because he's surrounded by women, okay? He's not your average flower boy, He's not dressing crazy out there with, very vibrant colors or being all flamboyant and stuff. He from the appearance, from a distance, he looks like a regular guy. But up close, upon further examination, you see the true colors. And he's always surrounded by women, and he's always getting punked on. You can see that from afar or from up close, Women are disrespecting him all the time. But they don't perceive it as disrespect. They don't even understand it. They see it as, oh my goodness, she's talking to me, yada, yada. Girls are giving him attention. That's what he's thinking in his head. But those who know from afar, they see it, man. And it's sad to see, because when you see another fellow man getting disrespected like that so blatantly, and you know what's going on, but you see that he does not understand, man, it hurts. It hurts. And I just want to help my guys out, all right? So first way to see it is he's surrounded by women, and they're being loud, and they disrespect him. They're touching him all over the head, and maybe even smacking him upside the head. My goodness. They'll be disrespecting him in all kinds of ways, and he takes it as a playful thing. To him, it's all fun and games. But to those who know, man, it just hurts to see. All right, another thing, beta cucks, another trait to help you see them, help you identify them, and help you avoid being one, is you got to learn some self-respect, okay? That's as bluntly as I can put it. How do you do it, though? How does one gain respect? How do you learn to respect yourself? My understanding came through the scriptures. I've had great mentors that brought me up in the scriptures and learned me, and I learned how to have some self-respect. I know a lot of us, we grow up in the church and stuff, and they tell us that as long as we go to church, everything will be all right. But let me tell you guys, that is not the case. Church is a trap. They're scamming you, taking your money, and you're just getting robbed blind, and they don't teach you anything in the process, okay? My understanding, and I highly suggest it to everybody, read the scriptures, okay? That's how you learn to have some self-respect. Why? Because the scriptures are written for us men, okay? And that is why women in particular and the homosexuals, they don't adhere to the Bible and the scriptures, and they hate whenever you bring it up. Why? Because they know who its target audience is. They know how explicit it is and how the Bible always puts the man first and how he should be the head. And I fully concord with that 100,000%. Okay, but say you don't, right? Say you don't want to believe in the scriptures, yada, yada, you want to be in the world. That's on you, okay? But how do you gain self-respect? You need to learn from somebody, okay? Find a mentor. I know everybody always says that online, and it's kind of hard to do in real life, because people are busy, and, sometimes we don't want to humble ourselves enough to ask for help, and it's hard, but if you're a young man watching this, you've got to do it, okay? Put your pride to the side. You shouldn't even have pride, all right? You're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. You're just starting, okay? You've got no room for pride. You've done nothing. You've accomplished nothing, okay? Put your ego to the side and ask for help if it's available. I understand sometimes it's not always available, so what do you do instead? You go the route that I did. You find an online mentor, okay? There's a lot of people in here on the internet with a lot of good ideas, also bad. That's why you must filter through, be judicial, take your time with it. Find somebody who you feel really speaks to you, and who's honest, not full of this BS, They might not have 1 million subscribers or even 100K or even, 50K. I remember when I found my mentor, he only had maybe 3-4K, but he really spoke to me, and his channel's grown over now to like 100K, and for my other mentors over like 300K. So, I mean, if it's good information, the people will come, and it's up to you to find it, search it, We've got time being young. Sometimes if you're a little older, if you're an older man watching this, I get it, Maybe it's probably out of the question to ask a physical person for help because you're a grown-ass man. I mean, what are you going to do following around, another person like that? You got shit to do. But online, definitely. Try the person, Watch their videos. I mean, watch 3, 4, 5, 10 videos, all right? Make sure their information is legit and it really helps you in some way, because people who know, men who know, when somebody's speaking truth, you'll feel it. You'll feel it deep in your spirit. It touches your heart when somebody's giving you some clear, accurate, and real information. I always loved growing up, and even now I still do. I love talking with older people. Why? Because I love it when they tell stories, and, people always talk about their lives, and if you listen, you'll learn. And I'm a great listener, and I've always listened to the older people speak, and they give life lessons, and whether directly or indirectly, you learn from them, from their mistakes, from their achievements, from the way they were, to what they were thinking in the moment, to in hindsight, just listen, man, and pay attention to those older heads and learn from them, okay? Listening to older people ages you tremendously, without physically aging, You speed your mind up, you get your age up, and that way you avoid the pitfalls that many of your contemporaries fall into. Why? Just because they don't listen, They want to be gung-ho, do everything by themselves, but if you just sit back, man, you chill out, you listen, all right? Always listening. That way, when somebody explains a situation to you, you've already experienced it, in your head. You've already heard and even visualized a similar scenario to the one you're in right now. And with even that smidgen of, exposure to it before you even live it, before you're even in it, you'll be way ahead of the curve on that. But the BETA CUCK, man, these guys are sad. It's a sad breed, okay? Whenever you see one, these guys piss me off, man. I'm serious. Because I'm a young man, I'm not that old. But when I see these young guys, man, 18, 19, oh my goodness. And I get it. What is it? It's the high school system, right? You're in school all day, boys and girls, I get it. I lived it. I won't be a hypocrite, sorry. I was also a cuck once, and that's what I can tell you. I can give you insight into what they're thinking and into the things that are going on through their head and how people see them, and those who know see them. But the cucks don't know. And it's the high school system, man, because, you're mixing boys and girls. They've got to tie. I mean, you've got to intermingle, There's nothing wrong with talking to girls and shit, but it's when it carries over, and then talking at school is fine, but then when you see them walking down the street and stuff and going to places and so-called fake dates, little fake dates like that, the guy, the cuck, he truly believes that he might get some at the end. He's truly thinking, yo, this girl's all over me, we're hanging out, we're basically dating, basically married, but he has no idea in his feeble little mind. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's a sad thing, man, for a cuck. Guys, and I encourage you, you guys that are listening right now, you guys want to take the initiative, You guys aren't afraid to find information. You guys are humble enough. I respect that tremendously about you. You guys are here, even on a small channel like this right now, looking for information. And that's all good, guys. Keep doing that. Keep learning. And if you see that any of these cucks are your friends, man, put them to the side, all right? One day, whether you guys just hang out, hit the park or whatever, chilling at school one day, whatever it is, just pull them to the side, man. And, you try to tell them your best. You don't got to berate the man and crucify him right there on the spot and just call him out. But, I mean, pull him to the side, man. And if just tell him, man, like, hey, don't let him do that to you, Hey, whenever that chick is yelling at you, bro, just turn around, just walk away, man. Don't start yelling back, don't start playing with this chick. Don't be hanging out with her, outside of school. If she asks you to hang, like, she's just bored, tell him that, These chicks are just bored, man. They use you for entertainment, for attention, for validation. Gotta help your bros out, man. Come on. But, yeah, that pretty much sums it up for me right now on this beta cuck topic. I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking me out. And I hope you check out my other videos. And if you like my content, subscribe, man. Like the video? Thanks. Peace.